Hello and welcome to another video review. Today I am looking at the Ixion O scale Hudswell Clarke 060 standard contractors tank. Today we are out in the conservatory for it being a warm Saturday. There's a lot of noise out, so I think I've avoided the last aircraft going over, and we have some very chatty neighbours at the moment, so I apologise in advance if you get anything through from those guys. Not much I can do about it. Don't really want to be recording in the middle of the night. And, well, so let's progress. So yeah, Ixion has been releasing a few locos actually. They do have an 040 GWR diesel shunter, and this is what the other one which they've come out with, the Hudswell Clarke 060. There is a few of these in preservation, and in this particular one, this is very similar to Wissington. So let's just have a look at the back of the box, to which there's nothing on there. So onto the side. Usual stuff, don't try and eat it. Yeah, a lot of it's a given really. Company details, and of course the model type. It's very, very sweaty in here today. So let's just pop open the box. It's one of these weird boxes where it actually has like a seal, and it takes about an hour for it to fall out. So first of all, let's just shove that out of the way first. This is the little booklet, warranty, the maintenance, the fitting of the DCC. A bit later on that actually, and obviously the actual instructions on how to do that and to fit the actual speaker too. Oh, really warm in here now. Oh, going blind. Alright, so onto the prototype information. On February 15th, 1888, the first of a new class of 24-ton standard contractors industrial tank locomotives, makers number 299, rolled off the production line of the railway foundry in Leeds. Okay, you can pause and read that. That's nothing really special. I'm not going to narrate the whole thing. So front scale wheels, 6-wheel electrical pickup. Yes, the pickup is very good actually. High torque flywheel equipped motor driving the rear axle, 40:1 precision gearbox, sprung rear wheels, DCC and sound ready. I'll cover that soon as well. And full cab details, sprung buffers, hook draw gear with 3-link couplings, selection of names and whatnot, and some detailing parts as well, shovels, picks, rakes, etc. And there is a very good guide actually on how to get into the loco itself and fit the relative tanks. Whew. I'm blinded by sweat here. Yeah, pretty much everything covered in the manual, so let's just plop that to one side. Okay, so the next part is, of course, just pop the top off. This is quite a nice foam actually, very tacky. And first thing, I've repacked all this in, I can't remember exactly how it goes. We have some of the available nameplates. The one which really sticks out to me is Wissington, as that's on the, is it the Mid-Suffolk or something at the moment? I'm not sure, but it spent a long time at the North Norfolk anyway. Which, when I'm inclined, I might actually attach those nameplates. I'm not entirely sure yet, but I've just left them off. It also has the boilerplates as well and some numbers. Okay, that's that bit. Here's some sort of shovels, irons and things to plonk on the loco, the buckets as well. I've not actually bothered to do all that yet. I'm not really that fussed about doing that. Now this is pretty much how the loco comes, except obviously it has an extra sheet, the plastic sheet on top of it, which keeps it quite well protected. Now, so I'm just going to try to prise this out. I've done this before off camera very easily, but in front of a camera it's a bit weird. So let's just put that out of the way and bring back into focus the loco itself. Now, there's a few very good points to note on this. You can see how all of this all pops out, and there's a screw underneath here to release, which lifts up the whole tank, and it allows you to fit the DCC chip and the DCC sound speaker. She is a really good runner actually. I'll be putting her on the rolling road shortly. She pretty much haul anything that's given to her. Sprung buffers and a sprung 3-link coupling hook, which is pretty much standard on these locos. She does actually operate very well on first radius curves too, so she's quite nice for shunting layouts, small mini layouts and stuff. Really good loco actually. I think I paid about £230 for her. Really finely detailed, runs really well, very smooth. So I'll just have a quick look at the underside here. So you got obviously the branding, made in China, and here is the grill where the speaker will be. So like I said, I don't have DCC sound in this, so I can't really comment on whether that works well or not. So yeah, just pretty much standard fare. Wheels need a bit of a clean on this actually. I've had it a little while. So moving on to the front, this is quite a nice, really sweet little loco actually. She's really quite sort of squat down next to things like the 08 and the turbo motive and stuff. She's quite dwarfed by them, but she does pull quite well. So moving on, coming back over here, have the safety valve and whistle, and you won't pick this up very well on the camera, but there is actually a fully detailed cab in there as well, with the nicely done floor as the brakes. And yeah, I think that needs some crew in there when I get the time to do them. Well, not a huge amount more to say about the engine. I think we've pretty much covered the front and the sides. Very smooth, and I think what I'll just do now is I'll get her on the tracks. Back in a moment.
A few moments later.
Well, here we are back at the table layout. Right, so you can see I've put some wagons out. I've also put some impromptu buffer stops on. More to those later. So I'm just going to try and move the loco into position. So let's just select the loco. I'm actually using a Bachmann Dynamics system if anyone's actually interested. So we'll move that forward. So some nice sprung buffer action there. So this is the bit which I struggle with. So if I can just put down, so you may see a bit of flesh from me, as well as the system hanging off of my neck. Right, so that's actually all hooked up. Now I need to back this up without reversing her off the table. And there she goes, coming off. Yeah, there we are. I was getting ready there to grab it because the table is literally about a foot out of shot. Right, so push that forward. And move that slowly into position. There we are. Oh, stop. The sunlight is playing absolute havoc with the infrared on this. There we go. Yeah, sometimes it's because it's connected to a base station, and the infrared light, I don't think it seems to like the sunlight. So let's just get this hooked up. One thing I do need to get, or at least make one up I think, is like a shunting hook, because I can just about do this with my fingers, but not without making a complete ball's ache of it. So there we go, she's hooked. Right, so if we can move her backwards slowly, so you can see she actually moves very smoothly and doesn't really seem to have much problem over the frog on the points. So I'm just going to unhook that again, and I can put that right back to there. And okay, so let's back her up. Okay, and then switch the points. If anyone's interested, this is the Pico set track. The straights came out last year, and the points have not long been released. They're all first radius curves, so it won't really be suitable for some of the more rigider framed Pacifics. The Turbo Motive can't do them, but the likes of the 060, the Class 08, they're absolutely fine. So let's just move it backwards and forwards a little bit. Yeah, there we are. So it's a nice little runner, and she seems to be absolutely fine over the frog on that point. Okay, we'll just move her slowly forward again. There we go. And yeah, not really much more to say. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to disconnect the track, and I'm going to put her on the rolling road. Okay, I'll be back shortly.
Eventually.
Okay, so as you can see, I've removed the layout and I've put her on the rollers and moved the camera in a bit so you can sort of see what's going on here. So not really much to show, but what I am going to do, I'm just going to bring her up to speed. I'm not sure if she's going to go backwards or forwards, so let's find out. She's backwards, right? Yeah. So that's 78 of 126 on the dynamics. So it's really smooth actually. Like I say, she will haul quite a lot as well. So let's just bring her up to maximum speed, step 126. Not really much change there. I think my rollers are very dirty, so there we are. There we go. Like I said earlier, I'm having a bit of issue with the sunlight and the infrared on the controller, so I'm getting these weird anomalies. So that's her pretty much brought up to full speed. She's in reverse gear. She is really smooth on the track, as you saw earlier. She handles points without a problem, and she doesn't have any problems with sort of being light-footed or anything either, so she will haul a decent amount of wagons. So let's just slow her down again, slow her down gradually and bring her to a stop. So there we go.
Later.
Okay, so as you can see, I've removed the layout, and I'm going to put her on the rollers and move the camera in a bit so you can sort of see what's going on here. So not really much to show. Move, there we are. But what I am going to do, I'm just going to bring her up to speed. I'm not sure if she's going to go backwards or forwards, so let's find out. She's backwards around, yeah. There we are, she's actually up. So that's her full speed, 70 out of 126. On the dynamics.
In that forward gear as well.
Yeah, it's really smooth. When you first buy these, you can barely tell that there's. Let's say she motor is actually moving. Well. So let's just bring her up to maximum speed, step 126 for a moment, I suppose. Not really much change there. Not my setup. I think I'd pretty recommend the logo. My rollers are very dirty, so. Okay, so just there we go. Okay, right. There we go. So, like I said earlier, I'm having a bit of issue with the sunlight and the infrared on the
Really
controller. So
money. I think I bought like
weird anomalies. So that's her pretty much brought up to full speed. She's in reverse gear. She is really smooth on the track, as you saw earlier. She handles points without a problem, and she doesn't have any bigger problems with sort of being light-footed or anything either. So she will haul a decent amount of wagons.
But
So let's just slow her down again. Slow her down gradually.
scan stuff. So
Yeah, I can really recommend this, and considering the price of how this scale's gone up, to get this for 230 odd, it really is a good deal. So there we go. Yeah, go for one, really. I can recommend them. Thanks very much. I'm trying to get a bit more of these videos out on a frequent basis, especially now that the nice weather's out and I can use the outdoors a bit more. Neighbours pending, and yeah. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Please comment, please like, and please subscribe. And see you next time.